In June, there were many new smartphones that launched on the market, both in the global and Indonesian markets. Well, for those of you who are interested in buying the latest phones in July, we have summarized the latest lineup of smartphones that you can choose from. Therefore, let's take a peek at the July 2025 cell phone recommendations that you can choose from. Vivo Xfold 5 brings two advanced screens at once. The main screen is an 8.0 3-inch LTPO AMOLED foldable panel with a resolution of 2200 by 2480 pixels, a refresh rate of 120 Hz HDR10+ support, Dolby Vision, and a brightness level of up to 4500 nits, which is very bright. The external display uses a 6.5 3-inch LTPO AMOLED panel, a resolution of 1172 by 2748 pixels. A refresh rate of 120 Hz is protected by second-generation armor glass, and is capable of reaching a maximum brightness of up to 5500 nits, making it easy to see clearly in sunlight. The device is equipped with three rear cameras consisting of a large sensor 50-megapixel main camera with OIS, a 50-megapixel periscope telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom with OIS, and a 50-megapixel ultra-wide camera with a wide viewing angle of 119 degrees, plus dual 20-megapixel selfie cameras on the front screen and HDR-enabled inner screen. Regarding performance, Vivo Xfold 5 relies on a powerful Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chipset based on 4nm fabrication, supported by Adreno 750 GPU with up to 16 GB of RAM and up to 1 TB of UFS 4.1 internal storage, ensuring smooth and responsive multitasking. The battery capacity is also quite jumbo, reaching 6000 mAh made of silicon carbon, with support for 80-watt fast charging via cable and 40-watt wirelessly, as well as practical charging. Features both wired and wireless. For color choices, Vivo Xfold 5 comes with three elegant variants that users can choose from, namely titanium gray, green, and white. Vivo Xfold 5 price starts from $1726. The Vivo X2 FE comes with a 6.31-inch display that uses a 1216 by 2640 pixel resolution LTPO AMOLED panel, supporting 120 Hz refresh rate and HDR10+. The display has a peak brightness level of up to 5000 nits, making the display clear and bright even in direct sunlight, and is protected by Shot Sensation Core for extra durability in the camera sector. The Vivo X2 FE offers three rear cameras, consisting of a 50-megapixel wide main camera with PDAF, a 50-megapixel periscope telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom and OIS, and an 8-megapixel ultra-wide camera for taking pictures with a wider angle of view. For selfie needs, there is a 50-megapixel front camera capable of recording videos up to 4000 resolution. Regarding performance, the Vivo X2 FE is powered by a Dimensity 9300 Plus chipset with 4nm technology with an octa-core CPU of up to 3.4 GHz and supported by the immortalized G72OMC12 GPU, ensuring maximum performance for both gaming and daily multitasking. The large battery capacity reaches 6500 mAh with silicon carbon technology that supports 90-watt fast charging, capable of fully charging the battery in just 57 minutes, and features reverse wired charging. For color variants, Vivo provides four attractive choices, namely Lux Gray, Frost Blue, Amber Yellow, and Pink, which can be adjusted to the style of its users. Vivo X200 FE price starts from $801. Vivo IQO Neo 10 comes with a large 6.78-inch AMOLED display with a resolution of 1260 by 2800 pixels with a high refresh rate of up to 144 Hz. Supports HDR and has a peak brightness level of 4400 nits, which is comfortable to use outdoors. This screen is equipped with a 4320 Hz dimming PWM feature that effectively reduces eye fatigue during prolonged use. For the camera, Vivo embeds dual rear cameras consisting of a 50-megapixel wide main camera with multi-directional PDA, F, and OIS features, and an 8-megapixel ultra-wide camera, while the front camera has a resolution of 32 megapixels capable of recording videos up to 4060 FPS quality. The Snapdragon 8 South Gen 4 chipset, that is the brain of the Vivo IQO Neo 10, ensures fast and stable performance for multitasking to heavy gaming. Supported by the Adreno 825 GPU, which is able to significantly improve graphics performance compared to the previous generation. The battery capacity of 7,000 mAh is combined with 120-watt super-fast charging technology that can fully charge in just 36 minutes, as well as reverse wired and bypass charging features that are practical for everyday use. The color choice of this smartphone comes in for attractive options, namely Inferno Red, Titanium Chrome, Blaze Orange, and Onyx Black, which looks stylish and modern. Vivo IQO Neo 10, price starts from $462. The Tecno Curve 5G relies on a 6.78-inch curved AMOLED display with Full HD plus resolution and a 144 Hz refresh rate for ultra-smooth viewing when gaming or watching videos. The screen is also equipped with a peak brightness of up to 1300 nits and Gorilla Glass 5 protection so that it remains clearly legible in sunlight and scratch-resistant. In terms of photography, the phone is equipped with a 64-megapixel main camera with a Sony IMX682 sensor and a 2-megapixel depth lens, capable of producing high-detail photos. The front camera itself is 13 megapixels, which supports video recording up to 4K resolution. Performance is driven by the 4nm MediaTek Dimensity 7300 Ultimate chipset and Mali G615 GPU. Ideal for multitasking and running heavy games. 5500 mAh battery with 45-watt fast charging ensures all-day endurance and fast charging. Tecno offers 3 attractive color options, namely Neon, Cyan, Magic, Silver, and Geek Black Dot. The price of the Tecno Curve 5G starts at $178. Nothing Phone 3 features a 6.67-inch OLED display with a 22:9 ratio and an eye-pleasing 1260 by 2800 pixel resolution. The display supports 1 billion colors, a high refresh rate of 120 Hz, 4500 nits. The panel is also covered with Gorilla Glass 7i and 2160 Hz PWM for extra protection. On the rear side, a triple camera system of 50-megapixel resolution each handles wide-angle, 3x zoom telephoto periscope, and 114-degree ultra-wide, complete with OIS and PDA. Supports 4K video recording at 60 FPS. Nothing Phone 3's performance is entrusted to a 4nm fabricated Snapdragon 8 South Gen 4 chipset coupled with Adreno 825 GPU. Assisted by up to 16 GB of RAM and up to 512 GB of UFS 4.0 storage, for fast responsiveness and smooth multitasking. The battery has a capacity of 5,150 mAh for international markets, 5,500 mAh for Indian models, offering a combination of 65 watts wired fast charging, 15 watts wireless charging, and up to 7.5 watts reverse charging. Color options come minimalist with elegant white and black variants, complementing the futuristic design with a monochrome LED back panel that adds to the Nothing Phone 3. The price of the Nothing Phone 3 starts at $795 US.